Attention, Real Racing 3 iOS players. Here's something that you can do right now to help preserve your own personal profile and save game progress. Now, if you're like me and you've been playing this game for a very long time, you'd hate to see your personal profile and progress lost when this game goes offline on March 19th. And that's why I've created this instructional video, so that anyone on the iOS platform has a chance to back up their own personal profile and progress. Now, unfortunately, the iOS system is quite hard to crack, which is why to do this, we'll need to actually transfer your account onto an Android device. Now, if you don't have an Android device, that's totally fine, because in that case, you can use emulation. Down in the comment section below, I'll throw in some links on an Android emulator that works best for this scenario. Now, the way this transfer works is through the Facebook login. Simply put, you want to sync your save profile and progress to a Facebook account, and then sign into that same Facebook account on an Android device. But assuming you're an Apple user, you don't have an Android device laying around, we're going to have to go the emulation route, which is admittedly more complicated, but it can be done. Of course, first thing you want to do, make sure that the game on your iOS device is synced and connected to a Facebook account. If you already have done that, that's great. If that's the case, then just go to your cloud saves and make a backup real quick so that your most recent progress is backed up and is ready to be re-downloaded on the Android side. So down below, there's going to be some links for the Android emulator Nox player. I'll have links for both Apple Mac and Windows PC, depending on what platform you're going to be using for this. There will also be a download for an emulation backup file. You can also go ahead and download that. That's a complete game file. That contains the entire game pre-downloaded and set up and ready for this. So you don't have to worry about sideloading the game or downloading all the assets. That's already been done. Just have to download that backup file as well. So you'll set up the emulator. You can install the program really wherever you want. Now, once the program is set up, you'll see two icons. You want to click the Nox Assist program, and if you go to the Multi-Drive Manager page, along the bottom of that page, you'll find an import button. You'll want to click that and import that emulation backup file that you just downloaded. You'll get a message saying that the file was successfully imported, and you can click the big play button and start the emulator. And then once the emulator boots up, you can get to the home page. You can start the Real Racing 3 app. Once that gets to the main menu, you can go to the settings page down there at the bottom left. You'll get the pop-up, and you should be able to then log in to that exact same Facebook account as before. If that is successful, you should be then given the option to download that most recent cloud save that you just made. And there you go. Congrats. You now have your iOS profile and progress on a completely different device, one that can actually be backed up. Now, obviously, you can stop right there and continue to play this game on your emulator. But if you actually want to get to the files, the actual file and folder that contains your personal progress and save game data, there's just a few more steps to go. Now close the game, and you'll see the Amaze File app. Now once that boots up, you'll want to follow this path. Android, data, com.ea.games.r3, files, and finally, the dock folder. Now to pull these files off of the emulator and onto the PC, we'll need to transfer them to the shared folder. Now, click and hold on the dock folder until it's highlighted. You'll see several options appear on the upper right corner of the screen. Go ahead and click the copy folder. It looks like two squares sort of overlapping each other. And then once you've done that, you'll go over to the Pictures folder on the emulator, and then click the Paste button. Basically, it's a folder that is shared between the emulator and the computer. Very nice and easy way to transfer files back and forth, both in and out of the emulator. In my case, the path to that folder is something like the hard drive, users, the username of the computer, and then the Knox Share folder. If you can get to the Share folder, you should find your doc folder there. And from that point, I personally would recommend taking that folder and uploading it to Google Drive or something, a cloud service of some sort, so that that folder is backed up elsewhere off of your device, so that no matter what, you've got a copy of your personal progress backed up somewhere else. But there you go. In a very roundabout way, that is how you can pull your personal profile and progress off of an iOS device and basically import it onto an Android device. I understand that it's not easy. This is a very complicated way of doing this and sort of putting a hat on a hat. I suppose if you didn't want to do all of this, you could just take note of your your racing ID, your gamer ID, and some of your other personal info, and just take it up with customer support and just try to get them to transfer your progress onto an Android device or something. You could try to go that route. I don't know how much customer support this game gets anymore at this point. But there you go. That's the video. I know there's some people on the iOS platform that would love to back up their progress and data, and here is a way of doing that. People deserve to at least have a chance. I think everybody deserves to have a chance to back up their own progress and personal data before the game goes offline. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming, everybody.